My guests are here in the studio already. But before we get into it, a quick reminder about what Koa Mixture has been doing for a lot of people all across the country and the world over who have come to know Koa Mixture. Just ask anyone if they take Koa Mixture and they will tell you. They will tell you what it has done for them. And it goes to your immune system and helping to strengthen your immune system so that you are not prone to getting all kinds of diseases and what have you. Right? So take Koa Mixture today and restore your health. Koa Mixture is available in all pharmacy shops, in health shops, over-the-counter medicine sellers and all of that. Koa Mixture is a great way to improve your general well-being. So take Koa Mixture for your general well-being. It's produced by the Koa Research and Manufacturing Company Limited, approved by the FDA. And make sure that if you are pregnant, or if you're a lactating mother, or if you have a child who is under 12, they do not take Koa Mixture. But aside that, it's good for everyone. So get a bottle of Koa Mixture today and restore your health. And if you want bulk purchase of Koa Mixture, there are a few numbers that you can call and you can get your hands on Koa Mixture, depending on where you are. So, for example, if you are in Cape Coast, right? Let me just try and retrieve the number for you. If you are in Cape Coast, call this number for bulk purchase: 0244 726611. If you are in Accra, call 0249 778187. And if you are in Kumasi, call 0249 739 116. Koa Mixture is for your general well-being. And I mentioned that my guests are here in the studio, and so I'll be introducing my guests to you. We've got quite a lot to talk about. Quite a lot has been going on throughout this entire week, and I was telling you about all the issues that are arising because of the limited registration exercise that is currently ongoing at the various district offices of the Electoral Commission. We will also talk about the Bar Conference, the speeches that were given and matters arising. The president talked about his track record when it comes to the fight against corruption. Talked about his track record, and that since independence, his administration has done the most when it comes to strengthening institutions and all of that, so that the fight against corruption is won. And there are a lot of people who beg to differ that the president has done his best when it comes to the fight against corruption. The president talks about, the number of, cases, talked about the NCA, talked about the Opuni case, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, all the things that he has done. They've talked about people calling him a clearing agent, but he has, made sure that when issues come up, he has got the appropriate bodies to investigate them and, do all of that. Yeah, but there are people who beg to differ, right? Yeah, he went on, like I was telling you earlier, to even refer to, government official one as John Mahama and the Airbus scandal and all of that. Very interesting stuff, and said people shouldn't vote for John Mahama because he said he's packing the courts. So yes, we'll get into that as well. And the IGP leak tape, the IGP's testimony that was given, what happened when the Minister for National Security also appeared before the committee, among other things. It's very interesting how all of this, is turning out. And in all of this, the question that is being asked is, really to what end is this committee sitting? At the end of the day, what benefit is it really going to bring, to us? So the IGP and the police service, seemingly in the eyes of some people, are on trial because of how things are being done at the Ghana Police Service under the leadership of Dr. Dampare. Yes, but all of those issues have come up for discussion, and so we'll get into those discussions here on the show today. My guest in the studio today, Nana Kwesi Buete, is a private legal practitioner. We're very happy every time he's here with us in the studio. Counsel, good morning.
Good morning, Linda.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome from the Bar Conference.
Thank you.
How was the Bar Conference?
It was a conference.
Right. It's great to see you here in the studio.
But we had time in Cape Coast, though. We had very good time.
You had a good time in Cape Coast. Yeah, the lawyers are always chilling when they go for bar conference.
No, bar conference is for learning, a lot of learning.
Okay.
We do exercises, yesterday morning we did keep fit, we did very fantastic walk, aerobics.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good. And we do medical checkup, 1 full year, so we do all that, You should join me one of these days.
When I get called to the bar.
No, you can come without being a barrister.
Oh, really? Well, then I'll take you up on that invitation. Yes. Thank you, Nana Kwesi, for joining us. Also here is Ibrahim Al-Hassan. He is our Member of Parliament for EIB constituency. Yes. He's the man behind all that you see happening here on GHToday. And also on Morning Star on Star FM with Francis Aban. And also State of Affairs. And of course, everything that is happening in Parliament, if you want to know, this is the man to go to. Alaji.
Antal.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. You look good. Who's behind you?
This is done by Gentle K, right? Gentle K.
Nice one.
So you should get Gentle K to do some for you.
Everybody should.
Yes, Gentle K. I mean, he's done 3 of this for me, and I wore one. When was it? Was it on Tuesday? Mm-hmm. It was black. Yeah. Very beautiful stuff, And he's one of our sound men here.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know he was such a talented tailor.
Multi-talented.
Right? And he's made me look. He always makes me look good. So, yes, look for him on Instagram, Gentle K, right, on Instagram, and you can find his contact there, and then let him make you look as good as I'm looking this morning. Yeah. That's right. Alaji, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Reverend Wilberforce Asari is in the studio as well. He is political editor at Asasi Radio. Good morning.
It is well.
It is well.
Usually when you say Alaji, you continue with Assalamu alaikum. Not good morning.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us. So we'll get into the issues. I think we should begin with the limited registration exercise because that exercise is currently ongoing, and it's come with all the issues. It's come with all the controversy that it can come with. The EC has been sued as the Supreme Court and the High Court in Ho. The EC is adamant. They don't care about whatever processes have been filed in court. Registration is what they are doing. District offices is where they'll do it. Whatever anybody will say, they don't care. They will do what they want to do. That is what the EC is doing. Wilberforce, let me begin with you on this particular matter.
So on the EC issue, I think that we need to aggregate issues. The first for me is that the Electoral Commission is a constitutional body authorized by the Constitution to do a set of things over a period of time. And so when you have a constitutional body which is seized with those constitutional powers, and the constitutional body activates those powers, and then there is contention as to how the constitutional body should go about its work, it raises issues. And the issues that it raises for me is that should the constitutional body be challenged by such applications when it activates its constitutional duty? The only time I have an issue is if they are acting outside the constitutional powers that they've been given. So what is the Electoral Commission doing? It says that ahead of the district elections, it is doing a limited registration exercise so that from 2020, I believe, when they did the first registration, when they did the fresh registration,
that was the compilation of
the new register, till date, I think there hasn't been any exercise to do registrations and all that. So their intention is that they are doing this registration so that people who over that period have not been able to register will be able to register. And they are saying that when they look at the logistical constraints and everything, they think they want to do it at the 268 districts in the country. Some political party says that if you do it in the districts, it will disenfranchise some people who cannot travel from their locations to their districts. So do it at the electoral level.
Yeah.
That means that you are talking about centers in excess of about, I believe the electoral level will be the polling stations.
Yeah.
So you are talking about in excess of 33,000. The EC perhaps logistically was not prepared to go that route, and so they decide that we will stick to the plan to do it at the district level. And we encourage everybody, it's from the 12th of September till the 2nd of October, I believe. That's a period of how many? About
21
3 weeks.
days.
21 days.
Yeah.
So within that 21 days, put yourself together and go to the district and register. Some people say that if you do that at the district and the people register, getting to know their polling station at the time of election could be difficult.
Yeah.
But I think that on the forms that they fill, there is adequate provision as to where you come from and where you are, your locality is, and that is what determines your polling station. So for all the complaints that have come out, I believe that there is a way out if people agree to sit down and to talk. But to go to court to injunct a constitutional body from doing what it is mandated by the Constitution to do, I don't think there's any court here which will agree with you. Personally, I don't think so. So it's okay, it's all right. Everybody can go to court. Everybody is allowed to go to court to seek redress. But from the little that I know, the little understanding that I have, unless a constitutional body is acting outside the Constitution or in excess of the powers given to it by the Constitution, then the court will be invited to stop that person. Either than that, I'm beginning to think that, okay, so the Attorney General, who is seized with the power to prosecute, finds something wrong with an action that somebody has done, decides to file an application, charge the person at the court, and then somebody gets upset and say that I'm going to injunct the Attorney General from prosecuting me. I don't think we want to get there. So this EC matter, I don't think that it is a matter for court actions or suits. I think that is a matter for discussion. And that is why they have that body, what do they call it?
IPAC.
The IPAC.
Yeah, but you see, the problem with that is those who were at IPAC and these issues were discussed. Of course, we all know that the decisions of IPAC are not binding on the EC. The EC can decide to do what it sees fit. You know, if they believe
based on the law.
Based on the law,
Yes.
exactly. If they believe that this is the way to go and we are acting well within our remit as an independent constitutional body, we are allowed to do so. And we don't necessarily have to take everything that happens at IPAC. But then IPAC has been very instrumental in our electoral reforms in this country over the years. And the issue here is this issue of the limited registration was discussed at IPAC. And IPAC said, don't do it at only the district offices because of this same issue of difficulty with getting people, you know, to come in and register and all of that. And the EC says, okay, we've taken it into consideration. Only for them to announce that, well, regardless of whatever was decided at IPAC, we are doing it.
The EC says that it has heard them. It is going to consider it. It didn't say that